which defendants could one day decide to fail to maintain. Kind of like what they're doing now. Yo, what up, guys? It's the Gaming Zone bringing you your daily gaming news. And today, Ubisoft continues to be in the news, and they are now being sued by players for the shutting down of The Crew. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ubisoft is being sued for making The Crew unplayable. Players are suing The Crew publisher for monetary relief and damages after its closure. A pair of California consumers are suing Ubisoft for closing down the racing game The Crew. In December 2023, the publisher quietly delisted The Crew from digital storefronts and confirmed that the only online game would no longer be playable beginning this April. After almost a decade of support, we will be decommissioning The Crew 1 on March 31st, 2024. It is said at the time, we understand this may be disappointing for players who still enjoying the game, but it is necessary due to the upcoming server infrastructure and licensing constraints. Now, as spotted by Polygon, 2 impacted players have launched a proposed class action lawsuit against Ubisoft for violating California consumer protection laws. They claimed it duped consumers by telling them they were buying a game, when in fact, all they were renting was a limited license to access a game that defendants choose to maintain at their own noblesse oblige. Plaintiffs also claimed that the product's packaging falsely represented that The Crew itself was encoded onto physical discs consumers could buy, or the digital files consumers could pay to download, when in fact, the physical disc and downloadable files consumers paid for were more akin to a key they could use to open the gates of this remote server, which defendants could one day decide to fail to maintain. Kind of like what they're doing now. The plaintiffs want the court to approve the lawsuit as a class action and are seeking monetary relief and damages for affected players. The suit also notes that Ubisoft previously shut down online servers for old games while preserving their offline features, as was with the case with Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 3. In response to a fan's backlash in September, Ubisoft announced plans to launch offline modes for The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest. We want to acknowledge that some of you voiced concerns about the access to The Crew games, said Stephanie, Senior Creative Director of the franchise at Ivory Tower. Today we want to express our commitment to the future for The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest. We are currently exploring different solutions and can confirm an offline mode to ensure long-term access to both titles. What do you guys think? I think it's about time someone pulled the trigger on Ubisoft. I think it's about time players just in general are finally starting to stand up for the nonsense that these AAA studios think that they could get away with. I can't explain too much about what's going on here. I'm not a law person. Don't get your law information or news from me. I'm just telling you what's being presented in the news and giving you my clear, unbiased opinion. But I think for the most part, it's good for Ubisoft. This is what they get. You keep playing with the players and eventually the players are going to find a way to play back. And obviously they found a way, and now they're trying to bring every player into it. By making this a class action suit, anyone who previously owned The Crew can now hop into this lawsuit. It's gonna be crazy. I hope this goes further than what it is. I will be keeping you guys updated on it if I can. That's all that I have for you guys today. If you made it this far and you like what you heard in the video, please hit that like button and please subscribe. If you made it this far and you didn't like what you heard, go ahead and hit that dislike button. It's cool. I am the Gaming Zone, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.